Now we are live on YouTube. Hello, people from YouTube. I'm Larissa, your host today. So here on Talk and Talk is a safe place to practice a lot of language as English, Spanish, French, Italian. And here is a safe place. We are not judging you, okay? Feel free to talk and to make mistake. It's a part of process, okay? So let me present myself first. I'm Larissa. I'm 27 years old. I'm an architect. I live in Rio with my husband and our dog. What else? I've been here on Talk and Talk since the pandemic, but as host since July 2023, I guess. And now I'm learning French from the scratch, from zero, here on Talk and Talk too. And my free time, I like to to do outdoor activities like running the streets and go to the beach, keep in touch with the nature. So, okay, Leti, can you present yourself, please?
Yes, I'm late. I'm two, I 2 and 7 years, and I now live with my parents. But in the future, in this year, I will live with my boyfriend, and I work with auditory, auditoria. I don't have pets, and I like to gym, like to read in my free time, like to dancing. That
Hey, I like to go to the gym too. Use it to work out before this immersion. So, okay, Guilherme.
Um, Hello everyone. I'm Guilherme. I'm 27 years. I live in São Paulo, capital. I live with my wife and our dog. I like outdoor activities too. I used to do cycling, hiking, and I'm trying to come back to gym this year. For me, it's hard to keep a consistency at gym. I like more dynamic activities, and and I think it's that.
Consistency is the key. So, Ianca, please.
Agora tá melhor, gente? Talvez sim? Ai, ótimo.
Sim.
Obrigada. Well, good evening, guys. My name is Bianca. I am from São Roque. I live in here with my family, and I am a demographer. I have a degree in sociology, but nowadays I'm doing my doc in demography area. And well, in my free time, I try to go to the gym too to work out. I passed some days without going to there, and I went to there like yesterday and today, and my body hurts a lot. It's very, very difficult, but it's nice. I'm feeling the pleasure, the hormones in in my brain and so on. So I really recommend, Guilherme, go on. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's the part of the process, right? Feel the body hurts. But okay, guys, let's start with the questions. Today we're going to talk about deep thinking. So, about the first question, in a discussion, do you usually change your ideas or opinions? Um, Depends. My case depends. I like to listen what another person saying, but sometimes I don't change my ideas because I am right about an idea, about an opinion. So I try to defend my point of view, but I know it's important to listen the another part in a discussion. So, Guilherme, what do you think?
I agree with you and said that's important to listen to the other part. I think that I always open to 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 hear the other party, and if they convince me, that's no problem to change opinions. I know that uh, the right and wrong is a point of view. So when the discussion is not about offense, the opposites, for me it's okay to listen, to say, to to see the arguments, to show the arguments. I really like the arguments if they are uh, uh, if they are not imagination, right? When you can sustain your idea using some logical things. So I guess that for me is it be always open and try to listen, to show, and don't and don't offend anyone in the process.
Yeah, it's important. If a person have patience and respect to to share her ideas, I'm open to listen. And yeah, that's it. I totally agree with you, Guilherme. Thank you. So, Bianca,
My mom calls me cabeça dura because I don't usually change my opinion, but I think that we don't have to agree in everything, you know. Sometimes we just have to agree in disagree. It's what I say always sometimes. But when I go to a discussion, usually I think in the thesis, antithesis, in the synthesis stuff. I present my arguments, the other person present the arguments, and we try to build something together, maybe, or to find a consensus about the stuff. I don't know, but I really try to be more diplomatic. But when I have to defend my point of view and go for it, I really go for it and do not change. But it depends of the matter, I think.
yeah, sometimes it's important to find a balance, right? And for me, in my case, it's difficult to say no. Um, I have this problem, and yeah, but I try to be more open to listen and to say no, because sometimes I just say yes and I just agree with another person because I don't want to discuss, you know. But yeah, I need to improve something in my life. So okay, thank you, Yanka. And you, Let.
Um, I love discuss I to change my opinion with another people because I think it's very interesting. We look how another people think, but sometimes I am a person. How can I say? I try to debochar a little. So some people don't like that, but not when intention for diminish the people, but is because I think we need to talk about everything, and I like it. So not the way to discuss, discutir. but to talk about everything.
Yeah, yeah, it's important to talking about everything, and it's your way to deal with a discussion. It's okay if you have respect. I
Yes.
don't see a problem as a problem. Okay, guys, so let's go to the question number two. Ianka, can you read for us, please?
Yes, sure. How do you make good decisions in life? Do you need some time to think? Usually, I need a time to think, a long time to think. If I have this time, it's good to me because I can do the pros and cons list. I can hear the others' opinions, mainly my mom opinion. Even that I disagree, I like to hear the other's opinion and do what I want to do, like someone that heard a lot of opinions and in the end do what everyone said to do not do. I am this person sometimes. So, but it's nice to do this. And when I have to make a decision in a rush, I try to do the pros and cons very fast and go for it. But I always do that list, put in the paper, the pros and cons.
Yeah, I like to put my tasks on a paper, and I like to make a square, write a task and then check, you know, because for me it's important to to see the pros and cons, and I like to share a decision in my life with another person, usually my family, my husband, and sometimes I need validation, you know, even right about a decision, I need another person say, oh, it's okay, go ahead. So yeah, it's not easy for me and I need time to think. So let's and you.
Yes, I think a lot now. In my past, I didn't think. So make, I just do. And now I really ask for my parents, my sister, my boyfriend, or my grandma because today I have scared for bad decisions because it's a long way for back. And now I like to ask, and I think a lot, every time.
Yeah, nowadays I'm an adult right now and I don't like to take risks in my life. So
Yeah,
I prefer to think more. Sometimes I overthinking about a situation because yeah, for me it's more comfortable. So thank you, Lex.
mhm.
And you, Guilherme.
Uh, I am like you said, Larissa. I'm a person that has difficult to say no and need the others' validation. I'm doing therapy for some years and it's helping me a lot. So nowadays, I think that I try to look to myself, even with the pros and cons, what I wanna do. It makes sense for me. If it makes sense for me, so no problem to do, even with all others against me. It's not a problem to. It's hard to stay in our decision, but when it makes sense for me, I don't need it to ask anyone. Sometimes I see me asking because, like I said, sometimes we want to ask to hear the other people agree with us, or we listen. Okay, you don't think as me, but I will do what I think. Thank you for your opinion. So Nowadays, I think is that I try to think. I used to overthinking sometimes, um, and there are times a little a little ones that I don't think. I just okay, is this the first idea comes to mind? Let's do it because I used to overthinking about uh, everything. So when I can don't thinking a lot, I'm thinking a little. Okay, this makes sense. It's okay. Let's go for it.
Yeah, sometimes we need to look inside of us and follow our intuition, and it's important. And yeah, um if just a small decision, I don't need to thinking a lot, to overthink, I can go, but if are a good decision, oh my God, I can thinking a lot. And go ahead, guys.
That hard decisions depends on the matter, and if it has a third person involved, or if it's all about me, I think it's more easier to think about. If we had to discuss with our parents or girlfriends, boyfriend, it's very hard to get in a to balance. Like I said earlier, to balance that because I think when we relation with others, everyone has to give up some things, sometimes and some things because uh, we need to balance.
Yeah, me too. I totally agree with you, Guilherme. If I need to make a decision that just affects me, it's more easy to deal. But yeah, if affects another person, I need to I need some time to think or share my idea with a third person. And yeah, it's not easy, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, thank you for sharing your ideas. So, okay, I think we can go to the question number 4. So, Letty, can you read for us, please?
Yes. Do you usually think about the consequence before they happen?
I think we answered this question in the second question. So let's go to the question number 4.
Okay. Where do you look for new information?
You can answer.
Normally in Google. Uh, but now I I really look at TikTok. I ever look TikTok or YouTube for about everything because I think it's more practice. Just look and read. I don't need to read. I hate to hurt. I don't need to read the things. Only heard.
Yeah. We have a lot of information on TikTok and fast, right? Just small videos um, that have 1 minute or even less. And yeah, but we need to take care because we we have a lot of fake news on internet, so we need to take care of this. And um try to search in a good site or in a good news. So we need to pay attention on this. So, Guilherme,
Yeah, I agree with you. We have to take care on the where do we look? Because even if you look at the news, the news that we know there are that the sorry that is a reliable information. Everyone, even in the news, are trying to defend one point of view. So I will see the news, but I need to look to the people who write the news because he or she has a point of view uh, that's like, and we'll try to to bring the discussion to agree with him. I usually try to see many places on the internet, sites, forums, news, like I said. If it's a more academic information, I'm looking for the authors of the area and the people who has the knowledge, right? And see the things, because when you talk about academic, scientific, there's no opinion, right? There is facts. So I try to look at this.
yeah, you have a point. Even the good sites to search could be some tendentious because they try to convince us to agree with a situation. So we need to take care. And I think Ianca can say more about articles and yeah, Google Acadêmico and go ahead, Bianca.
Yes, I try, not always, but I try. But usually, some news that I see on the internet doesn't go to the Google Academics, you know. Sometimes it's just journalism, and I have to search for a source that I really trust. I have some sources that I really trust on journalism that I believe that they do a true journalism, so I search in there, but it's on Instagram. I'm more like Leticia, you know. I don't use TikTok, but I go to the Instagram, and when I see, but before I search, before I share the content, I try to see from other sources too to see if it was real what I saw, because we have seen so many things and so many, not just our horrible things, but incredible things that sometimes it's difficult to believe that it's real. So we have to really search, you know, to see it wasn't an AI that made that thing or something. So yeah, I agree with you that we have to check.
Yes, yes. And I like to consume videos on YouTube too, especially reviews. And for example, last week I was searching about a smartphone that I would like to buy. And I saw a lot of reviews on YouTube and okay, could be not true because it's just a point of view of a person, but I like to search things like that. And yeah, some I use Instagram too sometimes. It depends on the situation because sometimes I don't know want a recipe. So I don't need to check information. No, I just and it's okay. So, okay, guys. Guilherme, can you read the question number 5?
Yeah. Do you think people expect you to have an opinion about everything? I I think that some people expect, but I think it is not the. I don't think I don't agree with that because we don't need to have an opinion about everything because everything is is much, né? Like eu sou em português, todo mundo é muita coisa, é muita gente. And I think that's it's okay when you don't follow up information and news about something because it's too much information that we have that we can access and too less memory to save everything. So for me, it's okay to don't have an opinion about something because I think that opinion are based in knowledge and sometimes that can be a subject that you don't know that you don't have interested. So no problem. Just listen. Imagine that we are with other people, with some friends. Sometimes I just listen about because I don't have nothing to add, nothing to say. For me, it's okay. But I have encountered some people that once that they think that you must have an opinion about everything or about the subject that you don't have. And for me, uh, it's not the best way to to talk about the things because uh, talking about me, I don't have an opinion about a lot of things. I think that I don't have an opinion about more things that than I the others that I can say something.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. For me, if I don't know about a subject or I don't feel comfortable to talk about a topic, I prefer to stay quiet and just listen, because it's impossible to know about all the subjects in the world. So yeah, it's okay. You don't know about a thing, so yeah, it's okay. So let's see. What do you think?
I think, like Guilherme said, the people wait this, but today nowadays uh, I don't wanna opinar about everything more because I think it's very boring to be true because it's how Guilherme said. Uh, some things I don't wanna think about this. So to me, it's just okay. But uh, now the people they want we talk about everything. Is terrible to me. This because some things don't need tell about nothing. Just no.
Yeah, and that there is a topic that it's not worth it to talk or to share our ideas, and it's okay. Don't want to share our idea, our opinion. So yeah, I agree with you, actually. Yanka, and you?
Guys, I totally agree with you too. Um, but I grew up in a place that it seemed that people were testing me, when someone make a question to you just to know if you know, testing you, testing your acknowledgement. And if you don't, they humiliated you. It's very bad. I grew up in a place like this, and I think 3 weeks ago, more or less, I was in a place with my mom. And guys, I didn't remember how the waterfall works, how the waterfall nasce, Do you know how waterfall function? I don't know how. And I asked, we were in a mesinha de bar, and I asked to a guy, and he humiliated me and my mom so much because it was secondary school stuff, we should know this because we learned, but we learned when I was like 12 years old, and he acted so badly. So yes, I think that we shouldn't know everything, and we shouldn't accept that everyone doesn't know about everything too, and be more embrace the others' ignorance, And sometimes it's nice to assume that you are ignorant about something that you don't know. Because I think that a lot of things that goes wrong in the world, it's because something didn't assume that didn't know about something and just act by assumptions. No, I won't show to you weakness, and that you make my decision, you have to follow, and boom, a nuclear bomb, something like that. So yeah, it's this what I think, but I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I totally feel you because I remember sometimes my dad asked me, I don't know, anything about a subject, and I said to him, oh, I don't know about this, and he said, why not? You have a degree, so you should know about this. And oh my God, Dad, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't remember. Sometimes I know, but I don't remember, or I don't know how to explain. And and for me, I don't have a problem to say, oh, I don't know this. And if you know, I give you space to share and to explain about a topic. And it's okay. It's the life, right? It's totally normal. And okay, guys, so let's go to the question number 6. What are some benefits of reading? In my case, I learned to read when I was 5 years old, and I grew up reading a lot of books and news. And for me, it was very important to construct my ideas, my vocabulary, and it's part of I am right now. I love reading, and sometimes, for example, about a topic today, sometimes I need to send an email or a message, so I like to read another time and read it again um, before sending, and because um, for example, if I need to send an email for my boss, I need to be polite and I need to explain about a topic. So I like to read and read another time, and sometimes I change little things, and because I think it's important to be clear in my message, my text. So okay, let's. What do you think?
To me, I think read is magic because I can stay in any place, just sit in my bed, and I think it's perfect because we can learn about everything about with any people. We just need to want read, and this is a good good thing because I ensinei my sister like to read, and nowadays she reads more to me. She loves terror, so she reads a lot Stephen King, and I think it's amazing because I start with a book, but this so magic. It's about Tristão e Isolda. I don't know if some some know. It's very beautiful because it's very princess magic maiden. And after that, I meet Sherlock Holmes. It's very, very, very crazy. And you read and want to read more, more, more. And at my college, I read uh, também, técnicos, livros técnicos. So we a little hard because it's boring, but it's a very good because you can aplicar in your day. So I think it's perfect.
Yeah, it's important to be a good example in our house.
Yes.
And my mom gave to me this um addiction, could be addiction. And I remember I grew up reading Turma da Mônica and some books of Thalita Rebouças, and it's part of my my first steps on reading. And yes, okay, Bianca, what about you?
Um, I think that we have a lot of benefits from reading. I'm trying to incentivize my mom to do this more because I'm afraid of some mental disease in the future, like Alzheimer and so on. So I am really begging to her, like, Mom, you have to read, exercise your brain, let's learn something new because it helps us. It helps us with the brain healthy too. I would like to read more, but I work reading all the day, so I don't read for pleasure. But now maybe the Stephen King will help me because I really love all her movies too. So maybe it will be a good one to try. And this guy wrote a lot, like several kinds of books. Oh my God. So let's see.
Yeah, great, Bianca. It's important to keep our brain working. So yeah, it's really important. I always have my Kindle with me, and I like to reading on the traffic on a bus to spend the time and don't um, um, spend time on Instagram, scrolling the feed. So I prefer to reading, but I need to confess sometimes I just scrolling my cell phone. So Guilherme, what do you think?
I agree with all of you say. And um, the I grew up reading a lot of Turma da Mônica. I read some I I forgot how to say revista. Super interessante, Mundo Estranho. I used to read it a lot, and I always like read. But after grow up, I stopped it because of don't have time. So in the past the last few years, I'm trying to come back. I have a Kindle too. It's for me, it's the best invention talking about books because I like to read in the bed before I sleep. The Kindle is much more practical. You don't have a to to have a light, anything that bigger. A Kindle is very practical. I like the physical books too. And I used to read a lot for work, like Ianca said, because I have to do technical docs, and like Lex said, it's more difficult to when you have a when you need to do something like reading some more complex subject. And I'm trying, man. I like into audiobooks because last week I was cleaning the bathroom and I put an audiobook and cleaning, listening. I already did this cleaning the bathroom, washing the dishes, and it's very good. Sometimes for me, it's better than yeah, listening music. You can follow up an idea, you can put your mind to work, but doing another thing that you don't have to think a lot to cleaning the dishes to wash the bathroom, so it's more a robotic movement. And like I said, when you have to you said in the beginning, when you have to write some email to give a message, my wife used to work with contracts and help me read some contracts. So when you have an important message to do to pass, we used to write some, try some three type of text, change, help me, and because need to be coherent, need to be compressive, and like I said, objective. I sometimes, for me, sometimes it's hard to be more objective. I put too much things, and I'm learning to put less and be more clearer, like you said. But on the middle of the last year, I uninstalled Instagram, Facebook, and helped me a lot. I used the LinkedIn because of professional. Right, it's the place to I'm a techie guy, so the place to the opportunities to networking is here. Is one of the best for us who, in my case, that's working from home. And so when I sometimes I used to catch the Kindle to have lunch, to have dinner, to I put on and by my side and read and it's very. I agree with Leticia. Alex said about you can go anywhere, any place, sitting in your bed, in your couch, and I see just benefits from reading.
Yeah, I love reading too, and we can see some books in your
Mm.
space.
I have the Sherlock Holmes that Lad said about is very good. I don't. I have more books than I already had read. I like it to buy more than read. I think when you go to a library, it's very uh, enthusiastic. So I sometimes I bought more than I can read. Now I'm trying to read the Sherlock is a good one. The Lupin, I see the series and buy some books and it's amazing too. And I read a little of The Witcher, the first four books, and I'm trying to read more, and I'm reading again Harry Potter. I read in the last year, and I read it again because it's much for me. Harry Potter is a an affective memory from movies in my childhood, and the books are much better than the movies. And I read it again because I have some technical books and technical documentations, so I use it to read all day, all much time. But when you read something that you in the work we had to read we pass through the stories, the words. When you get a book to read for pleasure, you can go deep in the history. I read in working. I read a lot of pages, looking the information that I want, trying to learn in the new tool. So it's good when you can catch some time to. to read for pleasure, to read more slower and enjoy more.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you. If I read a book because I want to read to pleasure, um, it's totally great and amazing, and I can go deep, as you said. But sometimes I need to read uh, not a book, but a document for obligation for my job, and I don't feel the same enthusiasm to read. So yeah, it's different things. So okay, guys, let's go to the question number 8. So, do you have any great ideas on the shower? Because in my case, sometimes I like to go to the shower, and take a time for me, try to organize my thoughts. And I don't know if I have a great idea on the shower, but for me, it's I can say like a therapy for me sometimes. So what do you think?
For me, it's like you say, I don't think, I don't want to think about nothing in my shower because I think everything about all. So I try to listen to music and yes, organize, put one thing in his place. Organize the ideas, but not have a great idea. No, I remember. I'm more relaxed, just thinking in just relaxing.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I want to to say, oh my God, Larissa, don't thinking about this. It's just a shower. Just relax. So I understand you like to. Guilherme, any
I agree. I sometimes I go to the shower to clear my mind, to don't thinking any nothing. Uh, when the pandemic is beginning, I live with my parents and my two sisters, and it's a small place, very chaotic. I started working from home without having a good space for this. So I use it to do meditation, and I learning to focus on the present moment. So when I go to the shower, I try to do this. I try to feel the water over my body. And don't think about anything. I think that we need a time for leisure. That's no problem to don't think when you have it to just live. You breathe because it's automatic, and okay, forget everything because like we talked in the beginning of the conversation, I'm sometimes much times I use it to overthinking when I have a problem, a specific situation that is bothering me. So the moments that I can focus on the present, just see my dog uh, 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 with me, do something for him, and don't thinking anything. The shower for me is the same. Is to enjoy the present moments. And the past is not important. The future too. Just to relax, and after this, uh, try to keep this mentality to the things. I will work. I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of things to organize, to fix, and a lot of people to talk. But now I will do uh, uh, one thing per time. I will do, and I'm trying to like in the shower. Don't be multitask because uh, multitasking can be less productive and even if it's more productive, it can be. I think it's more badly for mental health.
Yeah, yeah. I have a problem to just focus on the present. Even I know that the future don't exist yet and the past is just the past, but sometimes it's impossible for me just enjoy the moment, enjoy the present. So I need to improve this. And Bianca, what do you think?
Guys, I'm totally different from you. I am very pragmatic on the shower, you know. I don't know. I just do what I have to do and go to do other things. I don't take a long time under the shower. I think usually I have good ideas when I am at the gym or walking in the walk machine in the gym too, you know, my esteira. In that moment, I have some good ideas. Or when I'm walking until I think that I have good ideas walking. I'm the walk girl, I think, but under the shower. I don't know how do you take so many time under the shower, you know? I don't know what you keep doing there. Like my mom take a shower from uh 40 minutes. 40 minutes under the shower? What? What are you doing there? You are living so much in the present, Guilherme. There is so many present to
So
live.
much. The shower is so good that I I don't wanna go out. I like your mom.
Oh my God, it's too much present to me, you know, and I can't do this. And I keep thinking what this person is doing there because to me it's so practical, you know, it's so
Doing nothing,
easy.
nothing. It's just
Just
nothing.
just looking
Sometimes you
at
wash it. Sometimes you wash your body 10 times the same place. No problem. No, don't it's a problem. It's automatic, but you do it nothing.
There's
Just leave it.
water up down.
Yeah, hey, the water because
calmly doing the things.
I'm talking like Larissa said about the difficult to be in the present moment. I talk very beautiful, but in the practical, is the time of the shower, just the shower, because I'm a very anxious person. I taken medicine to help with that. So, but when I can catch the moment, I enjoy. Normally, is in the shower. So like a mom to 34 minutes.
Yeah, great, guys. So I'm a runner, so I totally um understand you, Yanka, because I thinking a lot when I'm running, and sometimes no, because I need to concentrate. But if I just run, and I don't need to thinking about my exercise, I can thinking a lot of topics in my life. And but sometimes I don't want to think because I try to enjoy the moment, to concentrate on my exercise, but sometimes it's impossible. It's not easy. And okay, guys, our time is over. So thank you for coming today, and I hope to see you in another opportunity. Okay, bye bye, guys.